most hated man on Hell's Kitchen. Gabriel hates you.
One of. I would say one of.
He's like. Oh wait, hold on. He was dreaming about that cruising that girl, right? That's why he was listening to an EDM, thinking about the girl on the cruise, the one who got away.
Got away. All right. Sure.
First round picks. Yo, Jimmy. Hold on, Jimmy. Dap it up real quick. You just made my point. Dap it up real quick.
But he's definitely not what the trouble he's gonna have.
But that's not the point we're making.
It was only you. You just said it.
Receiver.
You just made my point. You just said
How
it.
I make your point?
You just said it. You just said it that we said before. His only option.
Season was incredible. We got a playoff.
So that's all that matters to you?
That's how.
Wait, hold on.
That's how Jets
hold on.
fans are right
But
now,
that's
though.
what matters to you, just like Rodgers. Oh, I wish I could win another MVP.
Going for the Super Bowl.
Heck, just,
That
no.
little.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Serravo Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill. Swing on by.
I'll have my stick.
Normally it's Dougie and the boys, but today it's Dougie and the boy.
Dougie and the one boy, the middle boy. That makes sense.
We got all the leverage today, pal.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Just you and I. At least we get to talk some hockey.
I absolutely can. But there's some breaking news before we get to hockey and other things.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. Let me get
New
to.
Jersey Devils owner Josh Harris is now the owner of the Washington Commanders.
Yes, they just did a deal. Not a deal, but they had a meeting. Oop, I went past it too much. We get it up really fast. This sucks back here. This internet. Yes, NFL owner approved $6.05 billion sale of the Commanders. NFL owners voted during a special session to approve the NFL sales of the Commander from Dan Snyder and his family to a group led by Josh Harris. So Josh
is David Blitzer involved?
it just says Josh Harris. Doesn't say anything about. No, I can look and see what it is. It just got posted 17 minutes ago.
Nice. You notice something every time.
It says to Harris Group. So he's
It could be
probably
Blitzer,
probably involved with it because it says group. So more or less, he's definitely involved with it.
You notice something every time we do a show. There's always something breaking.
I know, like something breaks. Like we got the. We thought the one we had to break with Rodgers, but I mean that was Phil. If he's watching this, he got me on that one. But yeah, everything like what was it? The baseball one that broke. The guy signed a deal.
Yeah, there was a
we had a
trade
football one last week. We had what's his name? Williams signed a deal to the Jets. His 4-year contract, which that's well deserved for him.
Barkley, who knows what's going on?
Well,
with him.
he said he might effing sit for the season.
Yeah, I saw that podcast.
So I mean, but
I'm not happy about it. But what? Can
yeah,
you do?
but who's the backup for the Giants anyway?
I don't even know.
Is it Freeman still on that team?
I don't know.
Because I thought he was still on that.
Most of the time, Barkley ran and Jones ran. So
Yeah, but you definitely but I think he.
we have a backup. I just don't know who.
Yeah, but you definitely need to run. Like you definitely need to run.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like because not even that. Daniel Jones needs to throw more.
yeah,
Because like
that's the key.
Because I mean, you do have good pair of receivers and a great tight end now. Especially you also have a young tight end. What's his name? Would it be? I think it is. Or something like-
Yeah, Bellinger.
Bellinger, that's it. He's definitely. I mean, he was showing spots like highlights, like in and out, like how he could be. So he could be there, but right now Waller is going to take the number one
Oh
spot.
yeah, for sure.
Because he's a good, very very good run block and very good receiver type.
Yeah.
Good receiver and everything. But no, good on Josh Harris for picking up the command. I mean, what was it, 5 points or 6.5? It's not bad to pick up a team.
Yeah.
Now, can he transform that team into a big thing? Who knows?
I mean, they were always good. They were just inconsistent. They really didn't have a steady quarterback. So
No, they need to find that steady quarterback. I mean, you got Sam Howell that maybe could take over, but you still have Heineke's still there.
they're not going anywhere.
No, they're not going. They're gonna be sitting there for at least like 5 years, probably more, until they pick up they draft young players and they develop them their own.
They'll probably trade away Chase Young.
They're trying to. They've been saying they're trying to. They're trying to what I've been hearing. They're trying to get him to Philly or to What was the other team? I think it was the Colts.
Maybe he goes to Pittsburgh.
No, because we just signed Alex Highsmith to a 4-year extension, so he's one of the highest paid linebackers right now. Signed to I think it was a 4-year deal for $56 million. I think it was. So I mean, I think he's very good. He was very good. He's an interior mastermind in the field. So I think that's very good pickup for the Steelers. I'll say this: I feel like Pittsburgh did a lot of great all-season moves this year. So I could be happy. I mean, you pick up Patrick Peterson.
Oh, they did?
Pick up Patrick Peterson.
Oh, that's...
You didn't know about that?
No, maybe
we
they-
talked about this. I said Patrick Peterson. Oh, let's go pick up. And you're like, now you forget. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Picked up Patrick Peterson.
That is a good move.
Yeah. Al Robson is the receiver too, probably, on Pittsburgh. We got traded for him from the Rams. Draft wise, I think we had a great draft. We picked up probably one of the best tackles in a draft. I forgot his name already. God damn it. I'm so forgetful. He was on Georgia.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, but I can't think of his name right now.
All right,
And
let me pull it up.
I feel so bad. And
I
then-
know who you're talking
and
about
then-
too. I
yeah.
just don't remember.
I always I forget his name. Something Jones. Is it Jones? No. It might be something Jones. Dave probably wouldn't know because Dave's usually good at that. But then, a second round you pick up Joey Porter Jr. at a corner.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Yeah, and then you picked up a great tight end in Washington.
Oh, Broderick Jones?
Broderick
OT?
Jones, that's it. I knew it was Jones. I couldn't think of his first name. He's probably one of the, because I think Dave was saying it too. Dave was saying that the Dale Jeff goes, "You bastard! Oh no, Jonathan was the Jets. He goes, "You bastard!
Yeah, I think he wanted them.
Yeah!" And then we drafted down 2 spots to go get him,
Yeah, Broderick Jones.
or drafted up. Drafted up to get 2 stuff. I think even my friend Colin, shout out to him when he comes on here once in a while. He's actually in New Jersey, by the way, too. So I'm going to see him probably this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He was saying that he said, you guys, the AFC might watch out for Pittsburgh because they might make a big move to the playoffs.
I don't think they in that division. It's tough.
It's tough,
They
but
may do well in the wild card. They could beat out the
here's
Jets.
here's
but
the
I
one
just don't
thing.
See them.
The Ravens are hit or miss because they're all injury prone.
Yeah.
The wide receiver, the quarterback,
OBJ,
the
Lamar.
running back.
A lot of them.
A lot of them are injury prone.
for sure.
Who knows how long they can last 17 games? And then you go to the Browns. It's like good team on paper. They can't put it together, and they have a very good team. Myles Garrett is probably one of the top 5 right now linebackers in his position. I mean, it's Aaron Jones, the 2 Bosa twins, T.J. Watt, and I'll probably say Garrett.
Oh, did you see that report
Well, report.
that or it was on a podcast that JJ? I think he got like an offer from Pittsburgh, but he didn't want to ruin.
He didn't want to ruin T.J. Yeah,
He
because
didn't want to ruin.
well, because
TJ's
they play in the same
payday.
spot. That's why.
Yeah.
they play in the same spots. Why you're gonna move him to somewhere? No, that's TJ's team, and JJ had his team for 2 years. 2 times with Arizona and Houston. I mean, he's guaranteed. I think a Hall of Famer. He's going straight in the Hall of Fame. He's a 2-time. What is it? 2-time Defensive Player of the Year.
I think so. I think he won an MVP too.
No, he not won MVP.
Oh, he didn't?
No, I don't know. I don't know when it was the last time a defensive player won MVP because it's nowadays it's all quarterbacks. It's a whole.
Yeah.
It's a quarterback league. What was it?
All of them are.
Do you know who was the last one that was non-quarterback to win MVP?
Oh yeah, Adrian Peterson.
Oh, you did know it. Okay,
Yeah.
you did know it. That was good.
That was what 2011, 2012, maybe? Or maybe was it 14?
Was it 10 maybe?
It was early in the. 10s.
It was. I think it was 10 or 11. Oh no, I think it was 12 actually. I think you're right. I think it was 12.
I'll pull it up since I
Yeah, you got better. I can't really look up shit because you got a better internet than I do. I'm shit back here. But no, that was the last time he won it. I mean, it would be nice to see a different player win it this year, but it's usually, a quarterback.
2013. it was.
2013. The year. So about 10 years ago, I graduated that year.
Yeah, he beat out Peyton.
Oh, of course, I think he beat that Payne too. That year, he almost broke the record. He was what 4 yards off the record.
Yeah, then
then
Peyton won the following year.
Oh yeah, of course. That's when he. That was his last season with the Colts.
Yeah.
Because then he got hurt, and they kept his contract up for the last year or so, and then they got rid of him, and then he went to the Broncos, and that's all she wrote, pretty much.
Well, D-Hop is going to Tennessee.
I know.
They always get the past their prime receivers.
Yeah, but I think he's still good.
No, I think he's good, but think about Julio Jones.
Is he still there?
I don't even know.
If he's still, I mean, that's still
That team is a mess.
Yeah, I mean, they still have a top 5 or 10 run defense. They still have those interior guys. I think it's the corners that can give them trouble. So, but now I don't think you rely on so much Derrick Henry and Tannehill. Your guys' problem. Tennessee was running the ball a lot.
And they collapsed.
And because they didn't really have that number one dude. They had it was a rookie, wasn't it? Was it Burks? That was number one last year?
I think so, yeah.
It was Burks, and they had Julio, and he had somebody else I can't think of.
They had a rookie.
Yeah, and he was number one. Now I think Burks is going to go and get in his zone because now you have D-Hop on one side and then him on the other. And if Julio's still there, Julio's a good 3.
Yeah. No, wait. I thought Julio was in Tampa. Or did
No, I think he left Tampa. I think no. Now I'm confused. I think the year before he was in Tampa. Yeah, the year before he was in Tampa, and I think this year he was with he was in Tampa this year. He was in Tampa this year. So yeah. Actually, in other news too, the Jets traded Mims to the Lions. And I was telling my friend in our one of our chats, he's a Lions fan, that's a really good slot receiver. You put him in a slot, it's going to leave a lot of things wide open.
They're going to be good next year, Lions.
Dude, they're going to be fantastic. That offense. And the defense, too. They picked up some very good players on the defensive end. Draft-wise. Yeah, I think, like I said, and you were making fun of me. I said Detroit, and I said the Bears.
I wasn't making fun of you.
Yes, you were. You were saying, no, you and Dave were like, no effing shot.
Yeah, for Chicago, but not for Detroit.
No, for Chicago. But then your friend, later that day, your friend's like, dude, you don't understand how many people they have on a team that they can make it.
Yeah, he said Chicago could be
Chicago could be that sneaker team. I think Minnesota drops down, and I think they go up. But all pressure is on Justin Fields.
Yeah, he hasn't really proved anything for me to believe that he's going to do something. What has he proven?
But nothing. But he also hasn't had a team. He hasn't had no good receiving core. He hasn't had no real good defense to keep him off the field. He was making plays. Now he has no excuse. He has the receiving core. He's got Chase Claypool. He's got
That's not a huge improvement.
It's better than last year.
Better than last year, but what has he done? 3 wins?
All together, I think he only has 6 wins.
Exactly. So how are we going to say Chicago Bears?
But we said
Bears.
But we said the same thing 2 years ago when the Lions had the same record, and look at this year, they went 9-8. They jumped because they got a better offense and a better coach. Now the Bears could do the same thing. You never know. The Bears could jump up and grab. I don't think they're going to beat the Lions.
Lions are winning.
I think the Lions are going to win the North, the NFC North.
Lions,
but I feel they might grab a wild card spot.
Who?
The Bears.
No.
I think they're going to grab a spot.
No.
I think they're going to approve a lot. If Justin Fields does not approve, then hundred-something yards rushing and 200 yards throwing, and he's got 4 or 5 touchdowns. But then when your team is giving up points on the other end. That's the problem.
Yeah, but come on.
But now he has an offense that he could do stuff with. He's got a good running game coming up. He's got a good receiving core coming up. Like, I think if he could put it together,
We'll see.
that's what I'm saying. We will see. But back to the Hopkins. I think Hopkins is a very good pickup for them. Only 2 years, and that's good. I think D-Hop said, and Dave was saying, I think he wants to retire. But if you're only saying for 2 years, I think he's going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, but they have a problem in Tennessee.
And what's that?
Who's their quarterback? Tannehill, Willis, Levi?
I think they're going to fight for it, or it's going to be Tannehill's job. Tannehill is a veteran quarterback is he good?
I don't see them winning games.
They can. I mean, it depends. It depends who they're playing against. Houston and who's in the division? In Indy?
Jaguars.
Well, Jaguars are number one. I'm leaving them out because they're gonna win the division.
Yeah, besides that,
But-
you got Tennessee, you got the Colts. But I think Anthony Richardson can be an improvement.
But
for
speaking
this
of the
team.
Colts have the easiest schedule throughout the whole thing. They have the easiest schedule.
Yeah.
So imagine them with Richardson and all them jumping up and getting a wild card spot,
I think they can make the playoffs.
or they could get close to Jacksonville. Who knows?
They looked awful last year because some knucklehead decided to bring in Jeff Saturday as their head coach.
Well, no. Jeff Saturday, he was already the coordinator. The guy got fired, and then Saturday took over.
Don't matter. You still brought in Jeff Saturday.
But who else going to bring that at short notice? Who else was coaching at that time? Who else was there to be coaching? You had to bring somebody up.
Yeah, but come on, Jeff
Yeah.
Saturday.
No, and who's the head coach now of the Colts?
I don't know his exact name, but they brought him. They brought in someone good.
Yeah, so if he could put it all together, then he could definitely. Well, it's also going to be hard to beat out the Jaguars, especially with Doug Peters.
Shane
Steinik. He's very good. I heard a lot of good things about him. But I think it's going to be hard to beat Doug Peterson there. Because Doug Peterson is he's probably one of the most underrated head coaches. Especially a man to win a Super Bowl, to take a backup quarterback, a guy from Philly, Nick Foles, that nobody knew who his name was. But Nick Foles was on I don't know what he was on. But he was killing it at that time.
And honestly, that's why the Eagles are going to fall off.
No, I think Jalen Hurts is that guy.
Yeah, but they lost Gannon. They lost Steinik.
Yeah, but could the head coach put it all together? I think he can.
He can, but when you lose your top two guys,
Yeah, but also there's other guys under them that are learning as well, so they could learn their own. Who knows?
yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell. But
Time will tell on
but
what they give us.
I think Jalen Hurts is going to be on a mission this year, a mission, because he wants to secure himself to be the top guy. He wants to be out of the four position wherever we have him in the quarterbacks. He wants to be number 2.
How? You got Joe Burrow and you got Patrick Mahomes.
Josh Allen for me right now is better than Hurts. Right now,
Hurts is at 6.
who's above Hurts?
For me,
Yeah,
Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes.
that's 1 and 2.
You got Josh Allen. That was number 3.
Okay. Who's 4?
Who's number 4?
If you say Daniel Jones, or if you say who I think you're going to say next,
Who?
who are you going to say?
Who?
I don't know, but who are you going to say?
Who's number 4?
I would say Jalen Hurts, but you're going to put somebody else there. Like Justin Herbert, they're going to put?
Kirk Cousins.
No, not Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry. Jalen Hurts was better than Kirk Cousins
Well,
this year.
this ain't in particular order.
No, but I'm saying from the order I'm giving in my head, I don't.
Herbert at 5, and then Hurts at 6.
No, I think Jalen Hurts was better than the Super Bowl. Proved it enough what he did.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about running. I'm talking about throwing the ball.
My guy, he had 300 and something yards and 2 touchdowns, threw 3 touchdowns, throwing the ball.
Oh, you Jonathan now, my guy.
My guy, listen, I'm in his seat, so it makes sense. The essence of Jonathan is through me. Dude, he had a great game. Everybody crapped on him during the whole regular season. In the playoffs, he proved why. He proved why he belongs there. And in the Super Bowl, he should have won MVP. I hate that it goes to a winning team. Like, no threat against Patrick Mahomes. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks right now. But
Best.
he's not second best. He's better than Joe Burrow.
Oh, come on. Don't go there.
We're putting.
Come on. I know you're a Steelers fan, but don't go there.
I'm putting Mahomes over.
Don't go there.
I am putting Mahomes over Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow cannot do the things that Patrick Mahomes can do.
To throw the ball.
Could Joe Burrow go on his laid out like this and throw it sidearm like that and almost reach the target? No, Joe Burrow ain't that quarterback. Now Joe Burrow is a time like how Brady is. He's time constructed. He likes to keep the clock and milk it down to where he could get a perfect time for it. But if you want a guy that can maintain the whole offensive line and make plays out of nowhere, look no further than Patrick Mahomes.
All right. Well, whatever you say.
I was waiting for you to argue with that, but it's like, nah, you really can't.
You can't.
You can't because Patrick Mahomes proved time and time again that he is the top quarterback right now. Thanks.
I just love Joe Burrow.
I know you do, but thanks to Alex Smith, he's a top quarterback.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break, and then we come back. We got some hockey to discuss. Devils are looking to win the Cup next year and years forward. We'll be right back. Are you delusional to say Chicago?
DJ Moore. DJ Moore.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Jim, you see what you made her do? You made her walk
I don't
out.
want to hear it.
Left this cast.
This is a guy talking from Woodstock and taking pills. He's worried about being wholesome and natural.
He asked what I wanted to drink,
Yes,
so I
yes.
told him I wanted a Malibu. We were in the casino.
Yes, but
Here's Chef
Hector
Depper.
running the show at the Monkey Bar.
Hector made it on the camera.
I believe that they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
You're like,
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like
That we said before. His only
Hated
option.
man on Hell's Kitchen. Gabriel hates you.
When the economy goes down. So
Blood panel of my vitamin minerals. This is a guy talking from Woodstock and things.
I'd say Yankees Dodgers.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Serrato Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill. Swing on by.
I need my stick. You hit my stick on me.
It's somewhere in the house.
Well, you gotta go find it because I'm not looking in your house.
All right, I'll look for it for the next show.
No, you won't.
We got all the leverage today.
Yeah, we do.
We actually get to talk hockey now
Yeah. Hockey.
because Jonathan and David have no clue about hockey.
Well, yeah, but also too, if we weren't here, they could talk about soccer and everything.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, who commented?
Well, my aunt, she just said hello.
Oh, you're it. Okay.
And then Sister T, Joe Burrow is good. Patrick is good, but not perfect.
He's not perfect, but he's better than Joe Burrow.
All right, all right, whatever you say.
I mean,
I can't argue that.
no, you can't. Like if I said other, if I can say other, I mean the only one I can really say that is probably come close. Well, there's two actually: Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts, close to Joe. Those are the other two that are close.
Yeah.
But Mahomes on a whole new level.
All right, let's talk some hockey now.
Okay.
What a season the Devils had last year. We went to the playoffs. We beat the Rangers in Game 7.
I mean, that's all. That's all. I think that's what we came for. Just beat the Rangers and get out of there.
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
I feel like too, if it would have been like switched, if we would have played like say we were number one, we would have played.
We would have played the Islanders.
I think we would beat the Islanders fairs because they
yeah.
looked. No offense, they're decent, but they just didn't know what they were doing.
We would have beat them in 6.
I would
maybe
have said
even
5. I would have said 5.
Maybe even 5.
I would say 5. I feel like they don't know what they're doing. Like, and
Yeah,
veterans.
the Islanders looked lost.
Yeah, I watched those games and they were up. I remember they were up 2-0 going into the third inning or the third period, and they looked lost. They let Carolina come back down 2-0 and win 3-0 in overtime,
Yeah.
and then win that series. You're going to Game 7. You could have had momentum going into there.
They could have. Yeah, they lost Game 6 in
They lost
overtime.
Game 6 at home. They're at home in New York, Staten Island or New York, technically, wherever the fuck they are now.
Long Island.
Long Island, excuse me. Well,
Same thing.
It's wherever the hell they are. Honestly, who knows? Who cares? It's a nice stadium though too.
But and then I think if we played the Islanders in the second round, we would have went to the conference final.
Yeah, because Carolina has a good young team too. They're just like us. It's gonna be a very good back and forth between
My boy Jackie over there.
Oh yeah, I see, and his brother coming in now.
Yeah, you got Luke.
Luke coming in.
Maybe we get Quinn. Who knows?
Nah, I don't know. I think we're good enough with two brothers. I think 3 might be too much.
Yeah, that
Three.
could
Yeah, 2 is all right, but 3 is too many.
But we did have a good off season where we re-signed McLeod.
We signed McLeod.
Bastion.
Hallelujah. He resigned.
Who?
Halu.
Halu. Oh, Hala?
Hala, whatever. Dude, I've been hearing so many names that that they've been saying about him. I just Hulu, whatever.
Yeah, Eric Hall is back. Miles Wood is out the door.
Yeah.
Ryan Graves is out the door. Damon Severson is out the door.
Mhm.
They trade for Tyler Toffoli, which I love.
That's a good pickup.
Timo Meyer is back, so we'll have Timo
He's
Time
there
for 8 years.
He's there for 8 years. Yep.
Jesper Bratt is back for 8 years. So
I think that's a real good
Bratman is
pickup.
back for 8 years. So this Devils team has a bright future.
Of course they do. I think their pickups were perfect. I think they did very well in the all season and everything. And just now, can they put together in September when they have to do a little bit of the preseason and see how they do
and get the job done.
Yeah, because they could definitely be like Boston, but the problem is they have to finish their job.
Mm-hmm.
They have to win, go far in the playoffs. Because the problem with Boston is they let a hot-handed Florida team go by and beat them at their home. That's hard to do. Beat somebody at their home stadium.
And they were down 3-1.
3-1, and they came back.
And they won that game.
They pulled the Cavaliers.
Yeah, but we got the ring. So
yeah, true.
Florida didn't. Get
Florida
the
got
ring.
close, but like I was saying, though, Florida was like the Vegas team that year, just 5 years ago, were first.
Yeah,
because they were just veterans on the team now. They weren't no young kids. They had on the team. They had a couple good veterans, but it was pretty much young kids on that team too, that they know what they're doing. And now they're all veterans now, so they could go and they kept a lot of good players on that team, so they could go back again.
They probably will.
Yeah, it'll be hard, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like Dallas might make a sneaky move to.
Yeah, I think Dallas could get there.
Dallas did because they have the team. They always did. It's just they could never break through to the next level. But I mean, I just have a sneaky suspicion or just a sneaky feeling that they could make it next year into that Stanley Cup.
I think Tampa's gonna fall.
Tampa for 3 straight years.
Yeah, and they traded Maroon, they traded Colton.
Yeah.
So I think Tampa's falling off.
I think Tampa is going to be slow again in rebuild mode because, the captain's getting older.
Yeah, Hedman's getting older.
Yeah, they're all getting older, so they're going to
trade away McDonough.
And McDonough's a very good player though too.
Yeah, he's
McDonough's. He started with the Rangers and he won it.
No, he started with Montreal.
Then went.
I don't think he played for Montreal, and he got traded in the Scott Gomez trade.
Yeah, and then he went to the Rangers, and he played very good there, but could never. I think went to a cup and couldn't win because they're playing.
Well, thank God.
Well, yeah, thank God. But I mean, the problem was at that time they were playing the Kings, the same team that beat us.
Yeah,
for that ring. So I was like, I don't want the Kings to win again, but also at the same time,
they beat the Rangers.
The Rangers. So I mean,
what's funny? I went to a Devil King game the following year.
So did I.
And I saw I ran into a Kings fan, and I was like, just so you know, you're forgiven for 2012. Thank you for beating the Rangers.
Yeah, one friend is back in high school, Pittsburgh Penguins man, and we would always go at each other's throat. And we actually went to a game together, and it was funny enough. It was Pittsburgh and the Devils, and Devils won 3-0 in that game. I was drunk too. I just turned 21, and we were talking shit.
That was 10 years ago?
Just about. No, that was 7 years ago.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
almost-
7
it's
years ago.
basically 10
Yeah,
years.
I know what you mean. It's 7 years ago. And it was just the funniest moment in my life. My brother didn't know what was going on. He's the only one wearing his Rangers shirt and everything. I was just like, boy, I just love to cheer when they do Rangers suck, Flyers swallow, Crosby watches. It's the best one. Like, you go to Phillies game, it's never the same. Like, Phillies don't do it. Rangers don't do it. Like, only us. We're the only ones to have that
You would
chant.
think the Philly fans are ruthless. I mean, they are. You can't really wear your jersey in there, but they
No, you gotta wear casual unless you're like you're a Sixers fan, and you'll be fine. Like you'll be fine because you know to wear like your Philly stuff and everything.
What Philly stuff?
I see a Phillies flag over there.
Yeah, but I don't have any Philly
They're
jerseys.
you have a cap. I know you have a hat.
No.
Bullshit.
I would have a Philly shirt.
You have a Philly something. You got it. You have something.
Never.
The same man has a Cowboys jersey I see over there.
I barely wear it though. That's collection. That's T.O. One of my favorite players.
But then you gotta put them in like in a glass case somewhere.
Yeah, I should.
You should.
I mean, you can wear your I wear my Ray jersey too when they play the Rays and Phillies. That's where I'll be next year.
You know what's weird? And I was looking today. They're tied for first place now.
Who? Phillies?
Tampa.
Yeah, well, Baltimore's on a roll.
Well, it's weird. Tampa has played 2 more games extra.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I was looking at this.
And then Baltimore has 2 less losses. So it equals out. But on the thing, Baltimore is on the top.
Yeah, it's based on the win percentage.
Yes, and they have the win percentage. So that's weird. Like if Dave was here, it's like, look how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah,
he would have been saying that to you.
He'd be like, must be nice.
But also too, hey Dave,
how's last place?
Ah, damn it, you bastard! I was gonna say that too.
We got a broom.
The stick, wherever we find it.
No, we got a broom to sweep them up.
Damn. But I can't say shit too. The Mets are playing good now, but I mean,
they're like 9 games out.
Yeah, if they made wild card spot, it'd be nice, but I highly doubt it. But no, I looked at it. I'm like, wait, they have it's Yankees, and then it's Boston, and I think
No, it's Boston, Yankees.
No, it's Yankees are last place. It's Yankees.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Mets.
No, Yankees.
I thought you
In
were talking
order,
about
there's
the
like
Mets
Yankees,
schedule.
Boston, Toronto, and I think it's
Tampa, Baltimore.
Tampa, Baltimore.
Yeah, Yankees are in last.
I just can't believe that. Like usually, usually you see Yankees at least in that top category. They're bottom now.
Must be.
Well,
nice.
also you didn't have Judge playing for most of those games.
No excuses. No excuses. Their pitching sucks. Rodon sucks.
Yeah.
They're not playing well. So
No.
enjoy last place.
Yo, if Dave calls my phone right now, which I highly doubt.
No, Dave's probably having a nice dinner in Newark
Yeah,
before
and
the show.
Dave's gonna watch this probably tomorrow when he's like,
Enjoy last place.
he's gonna be like, "What is wrong with you two?"
Just enjoy it.
Damn. I can't wait for if we do a show next week.
Yeah, hopefully Tuesday.
Maybe Tuesday. If we do, because he's gonna be sitting there like, "Yo, Dougie, what was the last time Tampa won? You know, what was the last time they won? Dougie, what was the last time they won, Doug?
Who cares? Who's in last?
Yeah, but who's not on first though, Dougie? You were talking all that crap that being first. Who's not first? You're tied for first now with Baltimore, which was the team that we told you that was gonna happen. I don't know what I'm doing with the mic over here, but I'm.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know, but it's
What
for
are you,
it's,
dancing with it?
it's for a fact. It's just to make the point and everything. Just see your reaction. I don't know what's going on.
Oh crap, my guy!
But-
Jonathan last week, you still overpay.
No, he was like, remember when he said, "I don't give a fuck." He's 8-3. Now he's 9-3.
I could care less if his ERA's at 5.
Yeah, he's 9-3, my guy. He won yesterday. Verlander and Scherzer won the last 2 days too, so they're playing good. It's just a rest.
Yeah.
Because we lost today to the White Sox, but I mean, it is what it is.
They've been inconsistent.
Yeah, it's off and on. We'll see. Because I think tomorrow we play. Tomorrow or Saturday we play Boston.
Yeah, you're in Boston. For
Yeah, that'd
3
be good.
games.
That's a good series between them. I always like going to play against them because I don't know. It seems like a fun game with them.
All I know is Wednesday, if I go, I'm gonna be the biggest Philly fan there is.
Who are they playing?
Let's go Phillies, baby.
Who are they playing?
Baltimore.
Oh, so you need that? You need them.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Philly's been dropping too, though. Philly's been dropping too.
I'm gonna need the Phillies to win.
I don't know. Baltimore's been playing very well, especially before the All-Star break, and now a little bit now they're playing really good. Especially they've been playing tough teams too.
So I don't even know what to wear.
Wear your Philly stuff.
What Philly stuff?
You have a Phillies jersey, not like a hockey Flyers one. You have a baseball. You don't have a baseball one?
No, why would I?
Doug, you have every other jersey that we could think of that I see you on at work every day.
Well,
why wouldn't you?
I don't like the Phillies or Philadelphia.
So then what are you going to wear then?
I don't know.
Well, you don't have a regular shirt because all your shirts probably all like...
No, I have a nice dress shirt, but...
You ain't no wearing dress shirts a fucking game.
No, I'm not. That's my point.
You're not wearing a Mets one because you'll probably get thrown out.
Yeah.
You're not... You probably wear Tampa. You could wear Tampa. I can see why not. I don't see why not you could wear Tampa.
They're not playing.
But still.
I mean, if I wear this and I start standing and cheering for the Phillies, I can't get beat up.
True. I don't see why not. I don't see why you can't go in there and be like, yeah, I need you guys to win today. And it's like you go there and you lose. Just like when Tampa played the Mets that wonderful night. That cold spring night.
Yeah.
And then, Doug's dreams and everything shattered right in front of him. All you hear was the song from the Titanic. Oh, yeah.
I just stood there.
You're shocked.
I was like, what the?
You're in shocked. And so are we. Me and Jonathan, we
Well,
kept...
you guys wanted to leave.
Well, they were down 2 scores, and it's like, let's try to beat out the traffic. But you're like, no. So like, all right, we'll stay. And then I kept saying, home run coming. And you're like, nah.
Yeah, I got it mic'd up of me saying it. I was like, you really think he's going to hit a home run?
And as soon as I said it,
Nah.
you heard the bat. Bow! That's the first home run. And you couldn't believe it. And then Alonso comes up. You're like, I first said Lindor, but like, you know what? No. Guess who's up behind him?
Well, Alvarez at the time.
Well, Alvarez hit the first one, but I'm saying the second one. I said Lindor, but I was like, no.
I told you.
No.
I told you.
I told you. I did tell you. I told you it was going to happen. I said, as soon as you heard that back crack, you all knew. And you heard the crowd erupt.
And I just go down to my knees. I was like,
You got to be fucking kidding me. That was the best moment. That you can never make that moment up. Even my dad was like, you were at the game last night? I'm like, yeah, I told you I was. And I sent him the video. He goes, got me one pissed off motherfucker right there.
I was.
He was like, you got one pissed off mofo. My dad was like, I'm like, yeah, he was. All the way home, he was like, I can't fucking believe it. I can't fucking believe it. All the way home.
I couldn't believe it.
You can't believe it. It's like you never.
We had a 5-2 lead. We blew that. Then we have a 7-5 lead, and we blow that.
Yeah. Well, Alonso's the man. That's why. Let's go fucking Mets. That's all you guys. That's the banner from now on.
And the team fell apart since then.
Hey, listen. You know what? Who gives a shit? Always next year. I don't know how to say. That's why I don't talk crap, unless like we were doing really good. But now they could definitely maybe do better. But who knows?
Yeah, time will tell.
Yeah, time would tell. Maybe if it's a little bit this season, we see a little bit bright side, and then maybe next season, they if they do it smart and pick up some like good people, or pick up. Cause I know there's a big debate on Shohei Ohtani where he's gonna go.
Yeah, we'll
it's
see.
a big whole thing about him.
I don't think he's gonna be moved.
I don't know because I think the Angels they want something out of him.
Yeah, and they just swept the Yankees, and they're over 500. So give the season a play and see what happens.
Yeah, because I mean they could.
But he's a free agent this year, and who knows? But he may want to stay in L.A. So
but I feel like he wants to go win a ring.
Yeah, he wants to win.
So it's
but
like
he could do a 1-year contract and then see what happens.
He could do a 1-year contract. But I don't think he's gonna. He wants to. If it's a young team that's like you see it's ready to go, he wants to go there and stay there for a while.
Tampa.
He won't go to Tampa.
Yeah, I know.
I think they were saying San Fran, the Yankees.
Maybe Cincy.
Not Cincy. Atlanta. and there was one more.
Mets.
Wasn't the Mets. Mets
Yeah,
weren't
it
even on.
was.
Mets wasn't. No, on the list I was looking at yesterday wasn't the Mets on the radar. It was somebody else. I can't think of it. Oh, it was Texans.
Who?
Texans.
Texans.
Texans were looking.
Who are the Texans? The Rangers? Texas Rangers?
Texas Rangers.
I was
yes.
going to say the Texans.
Yeah,
College
Texas
football
Rangers.
now?
Yeah, they were on the radar too. But that's if they trade him. But like I said, if he plays for the whole season, and he gets he's a free agent, then he go anywhere he wants.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And he's gonna leave.
And then that's when he comes to Tampa.
He's going to Tampa.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break again. If you're just joining us, this is the Doug Strava Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill. Swing on by, Dougie, and the boys -3.
The boy minus
No,
two. -2, Doug.
All right, we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Maybe we'll have something controversial. Maybe we'll have a hot take. What else do we don't have Jonathan or Dave here to drive the argument, but maybe we'll drive something.
We got something out of it. Maybe
do
who
something.
knows?
All right, we'll be right back.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu and the diner. These leaders of these countries.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me.
But to go and react from a fiscal standpoint and from a civil rights standpoint to close everything, I find it hard to get behind.
Democrats. Thanks to Democrats. Thanks to the Democrats, by the way.
Nancy Pelosi should not be 84 years old and still be sitting as the House Speaker.
Like an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
Actually, can get in there and do things. Like Donald Trump Jr.
Puerto Rican. You're Latino.
I'm an American.
I would like Ivanka to run.
Yeah, or Tulsi Gabbard. She's.
So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
feel like
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. It's just people.
Overpay for DeGrom, and I think this is a great way for us to gather.
I'll be looking for another job after this is over. I can tell you that.
Here, with your name behind it, hoping that.
Why did Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So,
Talk whatever we want.
it's sports. Well, I'll tell you, no matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
Most hated man on Hell's Kitchen. Gabriel hates you.
One of. I would say one of.
He's like. Oh wait, hold on. He was dreaming about that cruising that girl, right? That's why he was listening to an EDM, thinking about the girl on the cruise, the one who got away.
Got away. All right.
First round picks. Yo, Jimmy. Hold on, Jimmy. Dap it up real quick. You just made my point. Dap it up real quick.
But he's definitely not what the trouble he's gonna have.
But that's not the point we're making.
It was only you. You just said it.
Receiver.
You just made my point. You just said
How
it.
I make your point?
You just said it. You just said it that we said before. His only option.
Season was incredible. We got a playoff.
So that's all that matters to you?
That's how.
Wait, hold on.
That's how Jets
hold on.
fans are
So,
right
but
now,
that's
though.
what matters to you. Just like Rodgers, oh, I wish I could win another MVP.
Going for the Super Bowl.
Heck, just,
That
no.
little.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill. Swing on by. You can follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube, Facebook Live, Saravo Broadcasting, the Doug Saravo Show. It is Dougie and the boys -2.
The dude. The meat dude. Yeah, brother.
We got all the leverage today.
Oh, yeah, brother.
You got any hot takes or something controversial?
I might have one, but this is like, I don't know if it's like controversial or whatever it is. Remember we were saying before how Justin Fields is one of the most pressured, but he's only been here in the league for like, what, 3 years?
Yeah.
Who do you think is the most pressured over 4 years? Like coming into the season right now? I have one in mind.
One that gets hit.
Well, there's more. There's two.
Baker Mayfield.
No, not him. I don't think he's going to make any adjustments to that team at all. I think they're going to get last place.
Pressured as in gets hit a lot?
No, like pressure from
Or
like
that has to do something this
yes, that has to do something this year. You're in the right track on that side.
All right, I'm going to give you 3.
Give me 3.
And don't say anything until I
Okay.
finish.
Okay.
Josh Allen.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
And Russell Wilson.
Okay. Mine I had was Derek Carr. I think he has a lot to prove because now there's a new team and everything. And plus, they have a good team. It's just they got to put it together. Because they didn't have a quarterback last year. They could have won a lot of games last year if you had David Carr there. But now it's pressure on him to do better. Okay, my second would be, I just had it in my head. Jesus, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, obviously.
Obviously, he's.
They got to win the Super Bowl. This is nothing.
Well, no, to Jonathan, it's just get to the playoffs.
Oh yeah, for Jonathan.
Jonathan's for the playoffs.
For Jonathan, hey, one playoff win. That's how Jets fans are.
Yeah, that we just saw that clip. That's why it
That's how
reminded me.
Jets fans are. We just want that one playoff win.
No, I would like
Aaron Rodgers to
No.
win a playoff game. Who cares about a playoff game? You're bringing in Aaron Rodgers to win the Super Bowl. If you don't, you wasted your future.
Because I think you only have him 2 years, 3 years.
2 years. Oh, what we do? We got Aaron Rodgers.
But his contract's
38-year-old quarterback who thinks his shit don't stink. Come on.
I got Dougie riled up.
Yeah, you got me riled up.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, but I think he definitely is pressured. And one more.
Shane's watching.
Shane's watching. Shane's probably like a guy, like a Spanish man at DMV, going like this half the time, looking at the numbers, not knowing what's going on. But my third one. What was my third? Russell Wilson was a good one, but I he's pressured too. But I don't know. I think I had one in mind. I just can't think who it is. It's not the who is it? I had it. I can't think of the. I just had him. I just can't think of his name right now.
What team?
Can't think of the team.
You got the division?
Give me a second. Oh yeah, I also think Lamar Jackson.
I think so too.
I think Lamar definitely needs to prove because he's been hurt. He won an MVP. At that MVP season, he did nothing. He got hurt. He got to the playoffs again and got out again in the first round. He needs a lot to prove. Now he has a receiving core that is going to be fantastic. If you could get whatever's left or whatever's in the tank of OBJ, because he's 30-something years old?
Yeah, I think he's in his mid-30s.
In mid-30s. He still has plenty of the tank left.
He came in the league 24.
Yeah, he's been in the league for 10 years. And Lamar's been in the league for 5 years, I believe. So he's got a lot to prove.
Yeah, a lot of guys have a lot.
I think he's have a lot to prove on that team. Like, especially if Baltimore could put because also Baltimore lost a lot of key defensive players, so I think it's going to hurt them a little bit. They're still going to be physically tough to beat on that backside.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they are too. And also, I saw a thing. This is from the NFL. Doug, can you tell me, since 1966 teams to points since 1966, there's 6 teams
To do what?
to give up the fewest points. So 1966 to now,
In a season?
the whole since 1966 till now,
New England Patriots.
they're not even on the top 6.
New York Giants.
Not even a top 6.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Not a top 6.
New York Jets.
Not a top 6.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Number 1.
I was right?
Number 1. They're number 1.
Not bad.
Okay. Baltimore's number 2.
All right.
Dallas is number 3.
All right.
This is where it gets. This is going to flip out right here. Number 4. The Bears. Number 5.
Philly.
Green Bay. Number 6. Minnesota. Those are the top since 1966 till now. As the top 6, right there.
Well, they've all had good defenses.
Well, yeah, the Steelers. I mean, and this how many points they allowed since then. Steelers 18.7. Ravens 19.0. The Cowboys 19.6. The Bears 20 exactly. Green Bay only 2 points behind it with 20.2, and then Minnesota is tied with them for the same.
Not bad.
That's crazy to have that for the longest time.
Steelers always had a good defense.
Well, since the early 70s, well, mid 70s, yeah, like mid 70s and then into the 80s, they always had good defense. 90s, they kind of like, back and forth. And 2000s had a great defense, dropped off. Now I think they have the top 10 defense right now. But who knows this season too? And Ravens always have tough. The 2000s Ravens, oh my God. Sorry, Dougie, read up old memories. The 2000 Ravens.
It's all right. I know we lost 34-7. But Dave, we beat you guys twice. So.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, I like Dave's out here to defend himself.
I know. So
it's like you're bullying a Casper the Ghost over here.
I could throw it in.
You could throw it in. You can, but I mean.
We got Jonathan over here. Jonathan, any words?
Let's go Jets. Aaron Rodgers. My guy. My guy. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck. He's gonna take us to the Super Bowl, man. He's gonna take us to the Super Bowl. That's my guy right there. That's the man. I don't care. I don't give a damn what you say, Doug. Like, what the Giants gonna do? Absolutely fucking nothing.
I don't care if they give up 20 points.
I don't know.
Do your Mickey Mouse impersonation or your Goofy. Well, you could do Donald Duck, right?
No, I can't do it. I can't do the. I can't. I know I can't do it. I try. I can't do the. That voice of Donald. I can only do like light ones because my voice range.
I heard you do a good Trump.
No, Shane does a good Trump.
Oh, he does?
You were here when he did it. He was here while we did it. He was sitting right there.
Was it on the show?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yes, he did it on the show. I can't believe you don't remember that. Me and Jonathan were cracking up when he was doing it. It was hysterical.
Maybe it was during commercial break, but I don't remember.
I was doing it. I don't know. We probably didn't have Mike up either because he was like over there sitting there chilling.
Yeah.
But is there any hot takes that we have? You got anyone? You have something. I see that mind turning. You got something cooking.
I wouldn't say it's a hot take, but I really believe Joe Burrow is winning MVP this year.
You think so?
Yeah. I really believe it.
Okay. On the offensive standpoint, I could see it.
Guy's gonna put up numbers.
He's gonna put up numbers.
He's got that arm.
He's got a good, but I don't think it's no more about his arm. It's more about his clock management skills that he has.
That's not up to him.
Well, no, it is. He controls that. Quarterback controls the game. Quarterback 100% controls the game.
Coach calls the plays.
But the player, the quarterback, changes it.
Yeah, I know, but it's all about the coaching staff.
Who's throwing the ball? The quarterback is. The quarterback. If you're like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, like one of the greats, you take over the game. The coach.
Don't even bring up Peyton Manning.
Well, he's a general. Like he controlled when he was in Indy. Like his last years, he was control of most of those plays. That was all him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't consider him an all-time great.
He's up there.
No,
there's no question. He's in the top 10.
Eli's better.
Eli's not. I don't think Eli's better. I think
Eli's better.
I think Payne's better.
No.
Eli cannot put up the numbers that Eli. Eli cannot put up the numbers that Peyton did. I'm sorry.
Eli won the big games.
Peyton didn't.
He went one and done how many times?
But still. But he made more playoff games than his brother has. He made the playoffs 3 times. The Giants did. 3 times. And them went multiple times to the playoffs.
And they lost.
But still mattered. They went multiple times to the playoffs.
In a weak division.
But you said the same thing about Tom Brady. He was in a weak division too. The Jets were never good in that time. The Buffalo was never good. Miami was never good.
Tom Brady still won the big game.
But he had a weak division.
But he won the big game.
You can say the same thing about Patrick Mahomes. He is in a weak division.
No, he's not. He's got top teams in there. He had the Raiders in there.
Raiders not a top team.
He had the Chargers in there.
Chargers were not a top team when he was in the beginning.
Matter, still top teams.
The only one
compete, right? Do they compete?
They compete, but they doggy swamp them every time. They beat them every single time. They're in a weak division. If you take out, I'm gonna say this: you take out the Browns and put Kansas City in that division, AFC North, that's gonna be a problem.
No, it's not.
I think it'd be a problem for them.
No, because you got Joe Burrow there.
But I'm saying for the Chiefs. I'm saying the Chiefs will have a problem because they're going to have Baltimore. You got to play it twice. You're going to have the Cincinnati. You got to play. I'm just saying if you swap that. If you swap the Browns and Chiefs, you swap them for division.
Yeah, the Chiefs would be
in the North. You what?
The Chiefs would be awful.
Yeah. So you just proved my point. You just proved my point. you just proved my point. If they're in a weaker division, then they're in a weaker division, so they're going to donkey swamp that whole division. Now the Chargers this year might surprise them. They might beat them a game or two. I think so, but who knows? But for right now, Kansas City could go 6-11 and still win a division.
Yeah, I know, but
like. Raiders are not going to do anything. Raiders did nothing to improve that team at all.
They run in Jimmy G.
No, Jimmy G. I'm sorry, he's a great quarterback, but Jimmy G's going to need help, or he's going to get hurt. Who knows? And then you go to the Denver. Denver could surprise, but it's going to be hard when you don't know if Coruscant is going to be healthy, Judy's going to be healthy.
Well, as long as Russell Wilson's that quarterback, I don't see them doing anything.
Well,
I don't.
Well. Also, too, you had a bad coach, and I forgot who the coach was last year. He wasn't that good a coach. I think he should have stayed where he was because he's a good offensive coach, offensive line coach.
I don't know,
but he's not a quarterback coach or the main coach. I think Sean Payton's going to bring a lot of goodness to Denver County. I think they're going to be.
It's very possible.
Yeah, I think it's very possible they're gonna do like that. I also, they're just in a weaker division. I'm sorry, that's why Kansas City's gonna. But think of it, all the great teams always had a weak division.
I disagree with you.
I mean, Eli always played in a tough division. Giants always played. Steelers always played in a tough division.
Yeah, but you got the AFC South, NFC South.
Yeah, but, I mean, the last couple of years, it's always like eight.
The NFC West wasn't really that big besides the numbers.
I mean, because I mean, what was it? 2 years ago when all four of the
yeah, they were
with Seattle, San Fran, all
no,
them.
I think that was after Seattle won the division.
No. Before that, when all four of them were good and fighting for that spot.
Yeah, that was.
And they all made it. They all made the playoffs. Besides Seattle, but still, it's still. I think Arizona was undefeated for a while until they played Green Bay.
Yeah,
and
they collapsed.
Yeah, they're collapsed. Kyler Murray's. You know what? Here's a hot take. Do you think Kyler Murray balls out this year? If he balls out this year, imagine he gets a big contract.
I think he will with Gannon as his.
I think he's gonna ball out.
And that's my prediction.
I think he's gonna ball out.
Kyler Murray is gonna have a phenomenal season.
Imagine he does. You got Hollywood Brown over there.
You heard it here.
You still got James Conner. It's still a decent running back, and he's a very good.
Watch out for Kyler.
Yeah, I think he's gonna prove why his team should go pick him up. But if he plays good, what team should pick him up? You think?
Kyler Murray?
Yeah. Like, what team do you think that has an offensive?
If he doesn't want to stay in Arizona,
he's not gonna. Because what team? They had no team.
No, I'm saying if he has a breakout year and they surprise people.
Yeah.
I could see him staying in Arizona.
I can see him staying in Arizona.
But if he wants out, look for a trade to happen.
But to who though? Like, who do you think might have a team?
It's going to be a trade and a sign and trade.
Well, no, doesn't he just have one more contract left? He could walk, I think.
No, he could walk, but they're going to sign him, and they're going to trade him.
Nah, I think he's going
to be a quarterback for quarterback trade. That's my prediction for this.
Nah, I say he walks and goes somewhere where he could probably make somewhere good. To the Patriots? I don't know.
Maybe, but I could see a quarterback.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Actually, that's a good point. Because if Mac Jones don't improve this year, look for Bill Belichick to go get somebody. Especially, here's the thing though. Bill Belichick never dealt with because he had Cam Newton, and I don't think he didn't know what to do with him.
Not work.
Yeah, but even Kyle Murray's the same thing. Kyle Murray's that dual threat quarterback where he could run the ball and everything.
Oh, time will tell. We'll see for sure.
Yeah, well, we still got plenty of time for football. I can't wait for football. We'll come back in a month and a half.
Our weekly show doing our picks is going to be great.
Oh, I can't wait for that. A month and a half, especially fantasy coming up soon. Can't wait for fantasy. That'd be fun to do some fantasy.
We should do our own fantasy league.
I have a league that I do with my I was gonna ask you guys if you wanted in on that one.
Yeah, and then we could trash talk each episode.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I remember I was driving to Florida.
And maybe do like a virtual draft.
We could. Well, we had a clock. I set up 7 o'clock for all of us to be like at a time, and we just drafted, and it was perfect. But I remember I was driving to Florida, and I was playing.
I could set it up on the computer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Virtual and do our own
draft.
draft.
Absolutely. But I was I was driving to Florida, and I remember I was driving. My buddy Phil goes, "Yo, do you see your points right now?" I'm thinking I'm doing crap.
Yeah.
But I can't tell because I'm driving to Florida, and I'm just like, I don't know, dude. Like I'm driving, so I get a spot where I'm stopping. I look, I had 221 points. I had 221 in the league, the highest of all time in our league. Nobody came close, but also I had. You're gonna love this. I had Joe Burrow.
Oh, good.
I had Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders, Mike Williams, Juju Smith-Schuster. I had Tennessee's defense, and they all had like above 20 plus 20 points. All of them had plus 20 points.
Nice.
I couldn't believe that. I'm like, why can't I do this on a regular?
Yeah, imagine you be a champ. But yeah, we should do that.
Definitely.
We should join in that league. We have our own draft.
Yeah,
I could connect it. I could share the screen.
Oh yeah,
it'll be fun. And then
what you could do is probably get like a screen, like put a screen behind all of this, like a blue or green screen like you have back there, and you can project it off there. Get a projector off there.
Yeah,
that would be pretty cool. You can do it that way. That'd be actually pretty smart. That'd be like a 100 IQ play.
Yeah, if you guys want to do it like in person.
Well, I could talk to. Well, actually, I'm not gonna see Jonathan until Saturday. Dave, I won't see until Monday. You, I'll see tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
All right, you got any quick predictions before we go? I already gave mine.
Yeah, Pittsburgh to win AFC North.
We'll end on that. No, Pittsburgh. Come on.
Pittsburgh to AFC North.
I forgot. They're gonna,
I've been saying that for a while. I think it's gonna happen.
They're gonna win 11 games too.
Yep, they could. They could.
All right. Oh boy, we'll see you guys next time. Maybe we'll do a show Monday or Tuesday. I leave for vacation, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks if we don't do a show next week. Monday or Tuesday, we could maybe work.
We'll see what's on the boys. If not, we probably do this again.
Yeah,
just us two. Just us.
Well, so either way, there'll be a show next
week. Yeah, probably yeah. But
yeah.
We want more of the boys. I need Dave to be going after Doug again because Dave, if you do watch this, he talking mad shit, boy. I mean, I can't believe the shit talk he was saying before commercial break. My God, like it was some shit talk. He said last place to the Yankees. He said doom to the Yankees. I hope they explode, something like that. Oh, Akbar. I'm kidding.
I didn't say that. All right, well, we'll see you guys next year.
Next year,
meaning the Yankees. We'll see the Yankees next year.
Guys, we won't see you till next year. So wait for a year for our new podcast. We're gonna get renewed. So we'll see you next year. We're gonna get renewed, guys. Hey, what's up, folks? April Fools.
I didn't mean that. I thought we were talking about.
Sorry. He was talking to you guys, but see you next year. Sorry.
Right, we'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you next time on Dragon Ball Z.
This episode was brought to you by Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. For all your latest information surrounding the world of sports, talk to Dave.
Oh, you did?